Good evening, friends! Wow, good evening and welcome this rather warm, sunny, toasty, uplifting Thursday evening. Try the wood log at it better. This good evening and welcome to this slightly wet, slightly windy, but very warm nonetheless Thursday evening as we join together to raise the vibrations, to lift hearts, minds and souls to the idea that life is eternal. You are all most very, very welcome, and it's so good to see you all. And of course, it's a family affair tonight, because tonight we welcome as our medium one of our own, Minister of the Independent Spiritualist Alliance, and our very good friend. Give a really raucous, uplifting welcome to your medium for tonight, the lovely, the one, the only Rev Barbara Price. That look says I'm going to get a slap later, but I don't care. Welcome one and all, and of course, do send your love and thoughts out to Barbara throughout the evening, for when she gives you her demonstration, she'll know who's been sending out the most love and will probably pick on you. No, I'm only kidding. She wouldn't work like that. Would you? But of course, one of the most important things about an evening like this is coming together with humour. I've always been a great believer in humour when it comes to this way of life. And humour carries us through many a situation and turn. Of course, what else carries us through many a turn but sending out our thoughts to the world of spirit, asking for upliftment, love, healing and support. And one way you can do that, my friends, is by sending out a prayer. So, of course, as per usual, tonight we will open this evening by joining together in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, universal source of all creation, we come together at this time in love and upliftment, joy and celebration, kindness and compassion, to unite the two worlds, to raise the vibrations, and to ask that the veil be lifted, that we might see the truth of life eternal. For those that have gone before us to come forward and demonstrate that they are ever present, always there and watching over us each day. As we place this service in your care and keeping, we ask for healing to be sent to all those who are in need, all those who have no one to ask for them, and all those that could not be here tonight for whatever the reason. We ask that they receive your loving light and upliftment, so that we can send out a loving web of peace to all those in need. And as we place this service in your care and keeping, we ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, and swear and promise and commit that everything we do is in love, truth, and in light. Amen. Well, notices. We, of course, have our workshop this Sunday. It's from 10:30 until 3:30, and it's £15 and includes lunch. And I do have a surprise, thanks to a very kind donation, for what's going to be going on there. It's going to be fun, a little bit naughty, a little bit fun. And you're going to miss it, but we'll do it again, I promise. I do promise. But it is going to be a right royal ruckus, a right royal laughter, and lots of fun and upliftment, and food too. And I'll make sure it's something warm and tasty, I promise. So that's obviously this Sunday, 10:30 till 3:30. The following week, of course, will be the Drum Healing Circle. And that is also going to be another special event, because it'll be the last one of the year. How quickly has that come round? But of course, hello. If you do require any details, of course, please ask Eunice. Mum has suggested she has a poster. I've got one nearly finished for you. So that's obviously the following week. Our medium, of course, this week, Barbara Price. Our medium next week, the wonderful John Innes, will be joining us. And that will be, oh my gosh, the penultimate service, rather, of 2023. Because after tonight, there's only 2 left. How quickly has that come round, eh? But nonetheless, we will continue and endeavour to fight the good fight and do the work of spirit. And one other notice, I did mention earlier that humour and upliftment is really important in this way of life. Also, celebration is important. And I think it's always a good idea to unite together in celebration and joy, especially when one amongst us is having her 21st birthday today. So, after 3, for Kelly's birthday, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you and many more. So, happy birthday, Kel. And one thing that you should always do, and I think, I might do a chairing workshop one day. One thing you should always do is double check that you've got a reading before you start the service, rather than ask during the service. That's a clumsy thing to do. So if anyone has a reading prepared that they would like to give, do you have one? Anybody got one? Yeah, right, okay. Thank you, dear. In a few moments' time, now, what it does do, of course, because we're all about proof, what it does do is prove that we don't collaborate as to what the contents of it, in case there's any continuity between readings and philosophy. But I don't want to speak too long today, so it's probably going to be about miracles or cheering Barry up. If it is, we're in for a good one. You see, my friends, some philosophy can be fancy words. Some philosophy can be long-winded speeches. Sometimes you can just get away with saying the words, just be kind. I mean, let's face it, at this point last year, I think the only kindness would have been if someone threw a heavy weight at my head, because I'd said it every week. But we've already come through another year, and I've mentioned it every other week instead. Philosophy can be many things, my friends, but what it must be is from the heart. What it must be is relevant and real. And that can come in the form of wonderful poetry, wonderful prose. It can come in wonderful words given by Spirit to be shared for all that need it. But sometimes the most important philosophy can be said with a look, with a glance, with a hug. Because that philosophy of kindness, that philosophy of compassion, is expressed clearly without words. If you remember the phrase, a picture tells 1,000 words, a feeling can tell 1,000,000. I know at this time of year, it can seem very doomy and very gloomy, very cold and very miserable. But I also know that inside the heart of every person here, every person watching at home, is a furnace of passion, a bonfire of care, a wellspring of joy and compassion. And I know, most of all, that if we express that fire, that burning bright light of joy, in actions rather than words, the world will be a better place. Of course, it's important that those who give advice follow their own advice. I could stand here for another 5 minutes and talk about the need for action rather than words. But I tell you this, my friends, I do learn my own lessons and I do follow my own rules. So all I will say is this: let the fire in your heart unite and bond each one of you in strength and compassion, in difficulty and adversity, but in unity and joy and love. Take that thought with you and demonstrate rather than orate. Thank you all for listening, and God bless you all. She's looking at me funny. Well, friends, now we're going to have our reading and see if there is any correlation. So please give a wonderful, warm welcome for our own Eunice. And I shall plug you in. Just there.
Evening, everybody. This one's called Winter Blues. With winter now upon us, it's bleak for some I know. The nights become much darker, they even forecast snow. But spring is round the corner, and all the joy that brings. The snowdrops first, then daffodils, and all the birdies sing. Enjoy the frost, it kills the germs, a reason to be there. We are blessed to have all seasons, a reason why they're there. So do not suffer winter blues, just wrap up nice and warm, for spring is round the corner, not everything forlorn. Just think of all those positives, the joy that went before. There is so much to enjoy if you just open up that door. Darkest of all winters only lasts a while, then spring is here, and truth be told, oh look, you wear a smile. Thank you.
So I don't want to pull your hair out. Thank you, Eunice. And when the title kind of ties in with the title of the philosophy, you know you're onto a winner. Thank you. Very, very wise words there, and it's always appreciated. Well, friends, now is the time when again we practice what we preach, where we send out our healing thoughts, but also practice the wonderful gift of healing in this hall. And so I'm going to, of course, hand over to Tony in a moment to lead that healing. But for all those that wish to provide healing this evening, get your sends up and out to the back of the hall so that you can watch out for the hands going up. And as soon as they go up, start making your way, because otherwise Tony will shout at you. No, he won't. But please, friends, give a big Littleport welcome, our healing leader, Tony.
Thank you, young man. Oh, hopefully not too many hands go up. Thank you. Just a few words, as ever, before I start, which goes something like, for those of us that follow this way of life, 3 things are very important: love, enlightenment, and healing. So I would ask the Great Spirit now to come to our healers and help them pass the healing on to those who request it. So those of you who would like some healing right now, just put your hand in the air. And well, we got enough, Yeah, so healers, just one there, one there. One there. Are we done? Thank you, Barry. Yeah? You all right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you, healers. If you can just bring yourselves back. And when you're ready, return to your seats. And as I say every week, thank you to those of you that ask, because it is the most difficult thing to do. Thank you.
And again, thank you to Tony, and of course, thank you to everyone who was healing as well. So, I'm going to be calling on you in a minute. Look at that. Ooh. I reckon I must have noticed who was watching me. You know, don't hold me up, he says. Well, friends, in a moment, I am going to hand over the rest of the evening to our very good friend Barbara and her guides and inspirers and all of your relatives and friends. But of course, do remember to send your love and thoughts out. And of course, should we need to evacuate the building, because he doesn't get away with it all, if we do need to evacuate the building, our exits, madams and gentlemen, and everything in between is there and through there. If the curtains start, I love the way everyone does it at the same time. It's pretty, you should see this at home, it's wonderful. Should the curtains start twitching and the chairs start sliding, well, just tough, that's how it happens. No, I'm joking, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Not very often, anyway. But of course, do have an uplifting and wonderful evening. And please give your love to our medium for tonight, Barbara Price. Plug you in.
Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, good evening, everybody. It's nice to be back. It's nice to actually have time away from a church, because coming every week, you know, you start to know people, and we don't always know everything about it. I like to know that I haven't been here for a while, so I know that you'll be naughty. So, okay, now, you've all seen me work. I have my first link, so I want to be here. Okay, my darling, as I'm here with you, I just feel very much as though there's a lot of energy around you, a lot of energy. I do feel as though I have Mother here. I have Mother here around you also. And it's as though that she's saying that you need to be taking a step back from something. Okay, it's as though that your instrument is needed, that step back. Okay, so maybe just look after you. Look after you. Also is that at this moment I want to say to you is that Mum, as she is here, I want to say that very much like you, all right? And as much as she is and saying take a step back, she never did either. So she was very, very on the ball with everything. And as Christmas is coming in, she would have been very, very busy, but I do feel that she would be busy around that August time as well, so that she would have started preparing, or maybe a little bit earlier, sort of things for Christmas. But I've also got a lady here as well that I just feel it's Nana, it's Grandma, and I just feel with her is as though, as she's very much there with you, is as though she was very clever with her hands. Now, when I say clever, so going back in her era, yes, they used to do their own stuff. They used to do their own darning, and she never got away with it either. So I do feel she would have put patches on, maybe cardigans, jumpers, or even maybe a jacket to save, because it's worn, and not because they was hard up or anything, no, because that's what they did in those days. I've got a gentleman here, and I know I've got a hat on his head, and I feel with him, granddad, and I just feel what an elegant man, and it didn't matter whatever he wore, he looked good in it. And also is that nothing was too much trouble. If somebody needed help, he'd be there. I do feel with him, his transition to the spirit world was very slow. Right, so I do feel he was, okay, not sorry, he's just saying it was very slow. And when I say the transition, I mean going in, because he didn't want to go, none of us want to go. But at the same time, it's because he was so poorly, and they didn't really know what was wrong with him. I'm also very much aware of heart condition around your mum. I want lung, and I want heart. Okay, I'm not saying that's what took her. I know that's what was here, but there's also somebody here on the earth plane that's got problems around the heart area. Is it, bless you? Okay. Okay, good. And she's telling me that she had that problem, not that she had a pacemaker, but at the same time she's saying that she's aware of something here on the earth plane. Also, are you here? You hear spirit? Okay, because they do. They have a little bit here. And also is that I want to say that I know you do healing, so you're a healer. We're all healers in our own way. But at the same time, is that I just feel very much with you is that maybe it's time for you to just get your finger out a bit and maybe do what I'm doing. Okay, all right. And so that I don't know whether you do the workshops, but either way, so it's you are quite capable. All right. It doesn't mean you have to be up there.
No.
All right. Yeah. And so you can do your mediumship in many different ways. All right. Yep. I want to say this is not just. I want to say to you is that you are your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
All right. But I want to say to you is that give it what you get. Just give it. If it don't make any sense to you, it's not meant to. All right. The Spirit gives us that much. All right. And you have to work on that. I also want to say there's a little bit of healing around your back area. Okay. And also, you haven't had a fall, have you, my lovey? Okay, we'll be very careful. I'm not saying you're going to have a fall.
This one's been told about a fall.
Oh, you?
No,
okay.
Not me.
Yes? Oh, she can't remember. Okay. Anyway, but just I just feel very much as though if it's not you, my darling. But at the same time, is that I'm seeing somebody falling. Okay. Or somebody that's really falling.
Oh, yeah, no, I have a friend that's, she did have a fall broken.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Just finishing, not going to be forward.
No,
I want to say that busy as Christmas coming in. So I just feel very much you don't ask for help, do you? They're most women don't, do we, ladies? No. I want to say that 2023 could have served you a bit better. All right, I do feel you're luckier than some, but I want to say 2024 is going to be better.
Yep.
All right, it's going to be much better for you. Who's moving? Who wants to move, please? But I'm very much giving you a key. Okay, you don't have to answer me, but just know it's there. I also want to say who's got the big car. Okay, because I'm very much aware of the big car, big black car or big navy blue car. I'm just very much aware of the big car here. All right. If it's not yours, don't worry. I'm just very much aware of it. And also, who has the horses, please? Okay, because I've got horses here around you as well. But also, if horses come in, they come in also with the strength that you need. All right. I also want to say to you, is either it's yourself or somebody very close around you. They have hospital appointments or clinic appointments. Okay, and somebody's very lazy. They don't always go. They don't always go. It's as though that somebody needs to keep their appointments. All right. I also want to. Pardon?
I don't know who it is. It's not.
I don't care. All right. I'm just giving it this. It's off of me. So you're all yours now. All right. Glasses on your nose. So it's time to go to the opticians if you haven't been this year. Okay. Also, I want to say that somebody's either just been diagnosed with diabetes or somebody's got diabetes. All right. But I don't feel needle. I just feel.
No, I know somebody that.
All right. Naughty diabetes. Naughty diabetic. All right, somebody really needs to pull their socks up.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm seeing a needle going in and not just a tablet. All right. I want to say that look after your toes.
My toes are fine. I look after my feet very well.
I didn't say you didn't.
No.
I just turned around and said look after your toes.
Yeah, toe, yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Because as I was coming to you, because I knew that you was I had to take my shoe off to check my toes because my toes started to hurt. And I know that I was coming to you, so I want to say to you is that please look after your toes. All right? Anything can happen from now until Christmas. All right. So I want to say that not that it will, not that it will. It could be just somebody around you, but just please look after your toes. If you can see, I'll just stick it out. Okay. Lots of love from a gentleman here in the spirit world as well. There's a lovely man here. So my love is yours. My love is yours. Okay, my love is yours. I don't know who Michael is, but I'm giving you Michael as well. Okay. And also is that I've got George.
Yes.
I've got George.
George, yes.
All right, I've got George. All right, then, just before that, leave that, we're going to say bless you. Okay, come over here. Julie, can I come with you, my darling? And as I'm there with you, I want to say that, you know, you've had a hard year, okay, but I want to say to you is that 2023 has taught you a lot, right? And as it's taught you a lot, you've learned a lot as well. And as you go from 23 to 24, take what you've learned into 2024, all right? And as you do that, I want to say that you will learn more. You will learn more. You have got stronger in your own heart, and your pathway is wonderful, all right? It's wonderful. You don't see it, okay? Because you just put these lovely blinkers up. I want to say that you're stronger than you think you are, all right? I have Dad here as well. I have your dad here, and I've got Mum here. Mum is still with us here. Okay, well, it must be Mum's mum, which would be Grandma. They usually tell me, but just Mum. And I just feel maybe Grandma was very attached to you because she comes through as Mum. And here's Nana's ring. Okay, it's as though that she's talking about a ring, but I don't know whether you have got it or Mum's got it. But at the same time as that, she's given me that. Now, as Dad is here, he's saying, oh, he said, it's been a long while, my dear. It's been a long while. And I just feel that I feel with him as though that he's very he's got something to say, he'd say it. All right, so he was very, very, really direct. And I want to say that also is that with the story, as we are so direct, it's as though you could take it as very offensive. But that's not who he is. That's not who he is. But I want to say that he's saying, because that's the hero I was brought up in. But I feel as though that either he worked for himself or he was quite capable of working for himself. But his writing was absolutely wonderful. Oh, you know, this lovely, you know, all calligraphy writing. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I don't know whether he wrote a book or he just liked to read books, but he has lots of paperwork there around him. And also, as a child, he's saying, as a child, he was a little worrier, all right? And he said he'll grow up to still be that little worrier. But he's saying that you're his little girl and he loves you dearly. When you fall, he picks you up. And with him, I just feel that I feel comfortable with my body. All right, so my body it's not just one part of my body that's hurting. I just feel that there's many parts of your dad that I can't say that. No, because it's there. And he said, oh, I'm fine now. He's a figure of a man now. And I do feel that he would have been a good figure of a man. He's a very handsome man as well. And like I said, very gentleman over there. And I just feel that your dad was. Would you understand your dad wearing a waistcoat? Or was it his father? A granddad? Because I tell you what I'm seeing is I'm seeing watch that little half hunter is giving me here, and I also got a medal on the end of it as well. I do think he was quite. He had a few bob. He had a few bob because that was money. All right. Also, is that I don't know who David is, but I'm going to give you David, and I'm also going to give you Jerry or Jeremy. I just give you the name, I just throw them out. And I want to say that also is that I don't know whether you're talking about changing your vehicle or somebody around you is changing a vehicle. I'm glad to see a vehicle around you. A new baby coming next year, all right? It's not necessarily around your family, it could just be outside, but I'm very much seeing a baby boy coming here. All right, so either somebody's going to fall next year and you're going to have it at the end of the year, but it's not necessarily family. All I know is a new baby coming, all right? Also, listen, Okay, listen. And as though Spirit is trying so hard, and I do feel that your dad whispers in your ears quite often, and it's as though that he's wanting you to know everything will be fine and things happen the way they should. He's also saying that we are looking after him as well as we can. And at this moment in time, it's okay. This moment in time, everything is okay. Mum not been very well, okay, because he's saying your mother's not been as well as she should be. She's getting on a bit, yeah, and but I just feel she's ailing a little bit, okay. Who suffers with their solar plexus here? Who had a gallbladder problem? Pardon? You don't know? Okay, not do I. Oh, okay, I just know that I've given it to you because I just know it's very much here, all right? And as somebody, I just feel the way he's given it to me as though that somebody can't always eat what they want to eat. So maybe somebody's had their gallbladder removed and they're being naughty and they're eating the wrong food, all right? I don't know what type of work you do, but I just feel maybe a change in your work environment as well. And it's a good change. It's a good change, so don't worry about it. Dad's saying your pathway is good. Have a wonderful Christmas because he's there. And it's as though he's putting a Christmas hat on his head. He's taking yours and he's saying, hey, I'm okay. And thank you for being my girl. I leave that with you and say bless you. Linda, can I come to you? I have Francis here. Okay. I've had him on and off for a couple of weeks and I said, well, I'm not there until such and such a date. But at the same time, he said, I'm here. Also is that as he's very, very much here, he's saying, we know it's anniversary time, but he's saying, hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. I do feel also is that when he took his transition to the spirit world, it was wonderful. It wasn't wonderful for us, he left behind, but at the same time he's saying, hey, I'm okay. I'm a gnome, he's saying. I'm a gnome. It's as though that I'm sitting on a garden bench, he said, and I don't have to worry about anything. That he's often sitting with you. And he's saying it's, okay, do not go to bed, my darling. He's saying it's time you climb the wooden stairs and go to bed. All right, so I don't know whether you don't go to bed. Since you lost Francis? Okay, he's saying it's time you climb the wooden stairs. Okay, and go to bed, all right? And also he's saying there's nothing in the kitchen that will frighten you, okay? Because he's not there, he's sitting there with you, all right? And also is that you're not eating properly, Linda, and he's saying that it's time you started to eat correctly. You will feel the cold. He's actually having to go at me as well, eat correctly. But at the same time is I want to say that you are a worrier, so I do feel that you whittle a little bit, and but you worry about your family. You do worry about your family. You wouldn't be a mother if you didn't. All right. I have a black dog here in the spirit world with Francis. I'm sorry, I can't see what breed it is. All I know, the colour. I don't feel very, very big with this dog. But he said the dog's with me. Also, he's also got a rabbit as well. So I don't know whether you had rabbits or once had rabbits when I was younger, but he's talking about rabbits as well. He said, my garden's not doing good, is it? You're not looking after his garden?
Well, I've only got a couple of bits that I've trimmed off.
Okay. Okay, he's saying the garden's not looking too good, but he's saying winter time, so when the sun starts to come out again, it'll be wonderful. Okay. Right. I want to say that we know that we will never, ever get over the loss of Francis. At the same time, he's walking his pathway and he's working very hard. And he's saying that you need to walk yours. And it's very important, he's saying. There's a lot of spirit in the house now, isn't there? And he's giving you so much more, and he's going to give you next year. All right. And so that he's met up with your guide and he's sent the guide towards you, but he wants you to draw so much more. So it's as though that it's important to draw. All right. I was blowing you a kiss. All right, just blowing you a kiss, and it's also giving you it's giving you a bunch of yellow roses, and he's giving them for love. Yellow is friendship. It was lovers, with his best friends, and it's also friendship, and it will never change. He's saying, "You're my girl, and you always will be." It's love, it's friendship. Okay, rightio. Come there. I'm very, very much there with you. I've got Mum in spirit, okay, because I'm very, very much aware of Mum here, and also she's actually saying that pathways are not always good, and but at the same time she's holding you up, and but there's a lot of healing being given to you from the spirit world. You're very much like your mum, all right? And Mum is saying that you are much stronger than she would ever be. I do feel with her is that you have a ring, you have her wedding ring or a ring, okay? Because she's saying that you don't wear it. She said, pardon? Is it okay? Because she's saying you don't wear it, but at the same time she's saying that you wear it. I can be your strength. I can be your strength. I do feel that, like I said, there's healing there for you as well. Problems around the knee area. You have knee problems, because I just feel knee problems there as well. And I also want to go around the lower part of your spine as well. So there's lots of healing being given there. Okay, my guide is saying, you'll be surprised. We give a time, but it's not always the right time. All right? Okay, I don't want to. The authorities will say be a year down the road, or 2 months down the road, a bit longer. All right, so spirit is working very hard. All right. I also want to say to you is that are you learning to open up your third eye? Okay, because I'm very much aware of my third eye aching here at the moment, and I've not had that for years. But it's as though that it's trying. It's just a hard work. It's really working very hard for you, and allow it. I don't know if you have any on your third eye, and it will help to open, and it will open up easier for you, and spirit and your own energy and your own guide will come forward and show you your pathway. Dad also there in spirit, because I have a gentleman here as well, and I've also got a husband here, spirit world around you, and actually very, very close around you. And he says, "Sod's law, isn't it, mate?" Did I say that? I did say that. No. Hey, no. Don't say that, Jess. You don't say that. Okay, but at the same time I want to say that I'm here. We learn many, many things, and but I want to say that as your dad's coming in, this lovely man's coming in, you've got your mum in the middle, you have all their energy, which is fantastic, and I just feel that there's so much love here as well. Who had breast cancer, please, or a scare of breast cancer? Oh, bless her. Okay, so because there's a lot of healing being given to somebody who has breast cancer. And so he's actually given me that to clarify these lovely energies that's standing around me. And they're becoming one heart, one globe. And that's exactly how they're holding in front of me. And as I'm doing that, I am going really cold here. So they're really, really coming into me. And I'm freezing. But the love is very, very much there. Never stop smiling and never stop laughing, because he will never let you do that. I do feel with your husband here in the spirit world, and he said, he's a lovely man. He's a lovely man. And I have Pete's brother here as well. And he said, I don't want him over here yet. Because all right, he said, I don't want him over here yet. He said, well, I'm over here. He's laughing. He's really laughing. He said, this moment in time, it's going to be okay. This moment in time. I want to say that also I've got fairy angels. I've got angels around you as well. I've got Archangel Gabriel here with me. And there's the fact that he's loving the beings around you. He's really, really loving you at this time. Also, I want to give you a moonstone as well. And I want you to put that into your heart. Okay, so if you have I'm sure you know what it's like, do you? A moonstone. It's like a cloudy, loads of many colours. And it's hold it into your heart. A candle's being lit as well. Candles being lit around you. You have a son, please. You have a grandson. All right. Because your mum and dad are loving them. All right. It's so many things to share that joy, and they said, "Oh, watch for me." With an arm. Yes. Okay. Still clarifying what they're actually saying here. I don't know who Jamie is, but I want to give you James. James, it could be Jim. James or Jim or Jamie. And also I want to give you a very, very old name. And who's Charles or Charlie? In the spirit world. Okay. And I'm also very, very much aware of I don't know whether it's around Charlie or around your husband in the spirit world. You're just bringing in this uniform, really. And also, it's either you or somebody close around you who's got to go to the dentist. There's a problem with the jawline. Okay, don't worry, just the jawline here. Also, would you want to see somebody who had a keyhole eye? Yeah, it's an eye, human eye, and it's got like a shape of the keyhole where you've got the pupil. No? Okay, because I'm just very, very much aware of seeing a keyhole eye here. Or as a kid, to look through the keyhole. Okay, and not to worry. I always give what they give me, and but I just feel very much that they're giving me this. They say enjoy the Christmas. All right, enjoy the Christmas with the family. And also is that I don't know whether there's a door or a window that's not shutting properly. So if it's not in your home, it's somebody. I just feel as though somebody really needs to be looking at the door or the window. All right, take their love. And Mum is saying, "Thank you, thank you," and she does love you very much. Yeah. You. Take pleasure. Eunice, can I be there with you? Yeah, hello. And as I'm there with you, I want to say that Okay. I want to say that it's time to slow down. Do you understand that? No, Barbara. Yes, Barbara. Yeah. And it's so that you don't know how to slow down. You get bored, yeah. But at the same time, all right. There's only 24 hours in the day. No, you can't stretch it. You do try, but you can't. But I'm going to say that Spirit is saying just slow down a little bit. All right. Also, I just feel that there is healing being given to you at this time as well. I know you've had healing, but I want to go inside. Be inside your, not me personally, but Spirit wants to be inside, and to get that healing to be around you. I'm also seeing medication around you as well. Either you're on medication or maybe there's medication there. I'm seeing a hospital appointment there with you as well, or even a doctor's appointment. But at the same time is that all will be well. All will be well. Are you buying some new boots? You just need some, okay, because I just feel very much I'm seeing new boots around you. I forgot to turn around and say that the lady's going to come and cuddle you. I'm joking. Okay, you all right? Mummy's Spirit, please. What she's holding in her hand. You know the lotus, a flower. I think it's you put it in a pond. Is it called a lotus? I don't know. Is it? Yes, thank you. And it's all pink. Mum's holding that in her hand, giving that to you. Oh, and I do feel Mum's been in spirit a little while, and so that she's trying to that life is very, very meaningful. It's as though that you do in this life, you have to take it into the spirit world. What you learn now, you will live it there. All right? So now your job, what Alan has left you to do, you've done it before within a past life. But I want to say to you is that now you have to learn the right way. All right? And this comes with this beautiful flower. All right? If you're guys, you should know your guys. But also is that I do feel Spirit's teaching you and still teaching you. And also is that because they're still teaching you. All right, they're still teaching you. And also is that I'm seeing you in heaven and transit. Okay. You're sitting in a cabinet. All right. And I want to say to you is that not yet. You will. All right. And as you do that, Alan will be standing there. Right? Because you never ever listened to what he said. Oh, beautiful. And if you can argue with me now, so what I want to say to you is that it's lovely because it's the first time I've had him come through, which is really, really nice. him. That's a no, isn't it? I'm also very much aware of your dog that you lost not long ago, and very much there as well. And I also want to say to you is the dog you have at home is very aware of Alan in the house. And also is that Dad is also there in the spirit world. Okay. Side of the family, Albert. Okay, not to worry. I'll just give it to you. And also is that rolling pin. All right, and so that it's like rolling life. All right, to smooth something out, and as it's smoothed out, let it go. All right, there's something you have to. Sometimes they give it to you where you have to just and doing it the hard way, continue to do it the hard way. Okay? And this is how they're just using this roller pin, flattening it out, and you're going to roll it away. Right? And at the end of the situation. End of the situation. 2023, it's not been too bad for you, but you've learned a lot. All right? And you're going to learn even more next year. All right. I do want to say there's a little bit of travelling next year for you. All right. So I do feel that you're going to go across water. Where that is telling me, but it's as though that you're going very much across water. What are you giving me? I want to give you a medicine bag. All right. But I just feel very much. As I've got the medicine bag, I've got the herbs in it, I have wild sage in it, I have a feather outside it, and it's so that I have a Native American Indian standing here with me. All right, I just say to you, in the medicine bags, they are healing. All right, but you need to slow down. Learn to say no. It's a very hard word. Learn to say no. And also is that one will open. 24 is a wonderful year for new beginnings. Okay. Leave mum and dad with you. You have a child in the spirit world. There's a child in the spirit world here. You're not aware? Okay, but I have a child and very much around you here in the spirit world. Spirit world. Very, very very much. I also want to give you a crystal, but I want to give you some malachite. Okay, I want to give you some malachite. To say it's malachite. Okay. Bless you. Come here. Okay. And as I'm there with you, I'm very, very much aware of a lady with you, Nana, in spirit. Mum is still with us. Okay, because I just feel I have Mum's mum here. And as I've got Mum's mum here, I just feel with her is that, and she's not taking any nonsense off of me. Okay. And I just feel that she would kick me into gear if she was here. I do feel with her, she's a very spiritual lady, and I just feel with her is that I do feel that she would have worked with cards, but not tarot cards. She would have worked with playing cards. She would have worked like very much turning. I do feel with her is that she comes from the Romany side. Would you understand that? And she's okay, she is the Romany, and I just feel really, really quite strong with her as well. Who's Marie or Maria? Okay, just she's talking about Marie or Maria, and also a little bit healing around mum, and you're very much like your grandmother. You're very much like her, and she's saying, "You're looking good. You're looking good." We don't know about the little here. She's saying, but she's very much like her mother. All right, she's very much like her mother. It's her age, that's who she is, and she gives it the way it is. But the point is that school, you don't like school, and I do feel that with this lady, I don't feel that your grandmother went to school. She wouldn't have gone to school, and she's saying that. Okay, yeah. So, but she has the knowledge, okay, and so she's very intuitive as well. And she has, at the same time, she steps back from it as well. Reflux? Is she? Okay, and I do feel with the reflux that she's given is anxiety. It's very much also reflux. And also, she can't sit still long. All right, so make sure things are all right in another room. Okay, and if she's made a cloakroom. And if she's at home, she'll maybe want to retreat into her bedroom. But anxiety. That's her anxiety. And also is that I do feel at school is that she likes her own space. She doesn't like she doesn't take much notes from the teachers. So and your grandmother is saying that. I also want to say that this lady had a multiple things wrong with her. Okay, and I can't pinpoint what was wrong with her. But at the same time, with her is that she was a really honest, brave lady, and I just feel she's concerned about your mum. All right, so there's a lot of concern around mum. Not that she's going anywhere yet, but she's saying we're looking after her in the way we can. Who's the drawer? Who loves to draw? Okay, because I'm seeing drawing and things. Huh? And also Tony, and I've also got Jeffrey. She said Jeffrey, not Jeff. Jeffrey. That's an old name, isn't it? And also the pony and traps. The old ponies. You understand that? And also the beautiful colours, yellows and reds and greens, and not big one. It's just found it, not very big now. But we lived in that. They had a lovely stove in it. Just give me lots of memories. And also in that, who's having a watch? Who's lost a watch? She's talking about a watch. And also, who goes to the chunky train? And also is that she's giving you some lucky heather. Right, she's giving you some lucky heather, and she's given that to you. She said next year, she said, wonderful. And it's as though that, don't look back, she's saying, and believe. Don't look back, but believe. Decorating, you're decorating because she's giving you paintbrushes and everything, but don't look back. Don't. Good. And because she's saying that, believe in you. Believe in you. Electrical appliance or something electrical in the house, but they took me to the socket up there, so I just feel very much there's a socket problem. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Well, she's taking me to them, and anyway, she's saying she's just giving them a slap. Okay. Who's smoking? Smoking. Nana's taking hand here, and but smoking. But I've also got a gentleman here who's got a pipe in his mouth, and it's a very old pipe. It's not one of the new types. This is an old one. It comes down, it goes up. Okay. Is that? Oh, I hope I'm going to say this right. I hope I'm not swearing. Is there tobacco that you put in pipe called old shag? Yeah. Oh, thanks for that. I thought I was swearing. But it's as though I'm just very, very much aware that's what would be put in a pipe. Anyway. And I've also got rolling cigarettes here. I've got Old Holborn here as well. Old Holborn. Who used to work on the land? Somebody worked on the land. Okay, worked on the land. Okay. Also, would you understand somebody who lost their foot? Just given me a foot and the foot lost a foot. Whether it's on the earth or in the spirit world. Okay, so you understand it, that's fine. And also Christmas is going to be wonderful. You don't like Christmas very much, do you? Yeah. Okay. We used to do the Christmas pudding. We used to put the sixpence in the Christmas pudding. Okay, because she's giving you a sixpence. So that's giving you, and pouring the black brandy and set light to it. Okay. She's a lovely lady, she's not letting me go. Okay, she's making me sweat. But at the same time, it's very, very much here. I want to say that not so love from her. And I see what she's giving you. She's just taking a handkerchief, out of a skirt or whatever she had on her. Take it if she can. Just blow your nose properly. All right. So I don't know whether as a kid used to cut it, but at the same time as you're saying that, blow your nose properly. So, okay, as long as you understand it. If it's not you, if it's somebody else, that's fine. But she's just blow your nose, you know, stop. Right. But she's love you, darling. Love you. Okay. All right. Where are we going? You back? Okay. You there? Okay, I got your mum here. Dad is still with us. Okay, because I just feel like, all right. And she's also very, very much around the baby boy, and it's as though that your son was born after Mum passed, because she's telling me that it wasn't able to hold him. She does hold him, and she's saying you're doing a wonderful job and you should be proud of what you're doing. Look after your health, she's saying, and Also, she said, because I didn't. I do want to say that the heart, please. Okay, because I just feel very much as though I want in the heart area. Okay, thank you. I just felt it very much around here. And it's spread. Okay, because I just felt it just there. I just felt it spread throughout her body. And I want to hold my head. Yeah, because she said I had my head hurt. My head hurt. The feeling being sent to your brother. Still, because is concerned about him, and she's trying to pick him up because he's not coming up. He's down there, and she's trying to pick him up, and he's lost his pathway a bit. All right, he's lost his pathway a bit. Same time is that he's very spiritual, as we know, but at the same time is that she's saying, get together as much as you can. You're obviously busy, but at the same time he's got family as well. But she's saying, get together. Okay. Who lost an eye, please? Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Because I just feel it's like to look after your eye. Okay, if somebody has it, I just feel there's a problem there. Okay, you've just got new glasses, so just please look after them. And also, have an earache. Is it teething? Yeah. Okay, because I just feel as though earache, so and teeth. Well, also is that your mum is actually saying that I wish I was here because I could buy him so much, and she said I do see more with him, and she took time. At the same time, it's so at the same time is that she's a bundle of joy. She's saying a bundle of joy. Happy birthday. Just gone. If it's not December, it will be at the beginning of the year. And also there's an anniversary coming in as well. Anniversaries coming in. I want to say to you, your mum is very proud of you. And she knows that your mum is very hard. At the same time, I do feel your mum is quite a spiritual lady as well. So she's pleased that you're getting the pathway. Still a little bit more to learn, but finding the time to do it. I want to say also is that you are very creative and continue to be creative. I just feel that I don't know whether mum and dad are together. At the same time, she's concerned. So they were okay. I just feel they didn't talk as well as they should have done. Because but at the same time is that she's a bit concerned about him. He doesn't drink coffee. All right. Who's the drinker? Yeah. So he's very much aware of that. And I do feel that since Mum passed, I do feel he's drunk a little bit more than normal. But that's to maybe to kill the pain a little bit. At the same time, he's a good dad. He's a good dad, and he loves his children. He loves his grandchildren. Another one coming. Okay, you have spoke about it, but at the same time, not yet. But please look after the eye. Mum said, please look after the eye. You have Mum's ring? Good. Good, that's fine, as long as she knows where they are. And yeah, because I've got some spiritual thing. She said, and she said, continue to be creative with your hair. She loves it. Okay. All right. You made your Christmas cake? Okay, because she's going to be there with you. And she said, I was a good. She said, I baked wonderful, she was saying. And at the same time, she said, oh, I really wasn't a good baker, but she said, learn. I want to say also is that you need to declutter. All right. Have you moved or wanted to move? Okay, so there's movement around you then. All right, there's movement around you. I want to say to you is that there's a little bit of decluttering needed to do it. We know that when we start going into the movement, you know, that's there's things that you don't use anymore, you know, charity or whatever. Yeah, whatever it is, the support, whatever you want to do. But at the same time, get rid of declutter. And as we do that, that means that energy starts to move. All right. Mum likes the boots, but then she would have done, and she was quite funky herself. All right. But I want to say that lovely energy with your mum. It's lovely to work with her, and I do feel if she was here, she would probably put me in my place a little bit as well. Okay, because she was a spiritual lady, and she doesn't things the way I have. But at the same time, is that I had good teachers. At the same time, love being sent to you, and I leave that with you. And that's the end of my guide because he's stepping back. Sorry, I didn't come to a few others. Please take my love, and I hope to be here next week. But say if I'm not, I'll follow you the following week. But have a good week and bless you all. Thank you.
Exactly an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Price! Obviously with the wait for it. Well, I'm sure we can all agree that, as they say, is the way to do it. Thank you, Barbara. It's always a pleasure. Also, because I know that your guide's such a good timekeeper, I daren't tell you that you've got 15 minutes left, because it'd probably remind me that I'm a terrible timekeeper. But thank you all again for being here. Please be reminded that we do like the social side. You are all invited. I can't talk tonight, I tell you. You're all invited. You are all invited to stay behind for a cup of tea and some biscuits. It's the only way I can make sure I ain't saying things wrong is to use my proper accent. If only. But yes, please be reminded that there is a full water boil. Oh God, I'm doing it. There is a full water boiler and some biscuits in the kitchen available for all who would like to join in on a social occasione after the servioso. So do please be staying behind, should you so be wishing it. Now, please, can I speak proper? No. There you go. But friends, thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to open the doors and see so many wonderful, wonderful people coming through them. Thank you, dear boy. We are going to have, of course, our raffle in a moment, which means get your raffle tickets ready because it's prize-winning time. Just be aware that Barbara ain't been here for a while, so she will be vying for the chocolate. So if any of you two win, you've got no choice. That's what you've got to pick up. And if anyone is of the similar thing, just whilst I remember it, because I know we talk about vegan stuff, I've found a new warm drink that is of a vegan variety, and I will be bringing it next week. So just be aware. It's options. It's options. options. I'm not supposed to advertise it, but it's options. Here you go. So vegan options. So there we are. That'll be in the arsenal next week. Let us join together, though, before that, now that you're all lined up and ready, Barb, and close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, hope, of friendship, to send healing to the world, to bring comfort to those in need, and to find light, warmth, and happiness in our hearts that can carry us through any winter, through any storm. For we know, Great Spirit, that you and your ministering angels will always be walking by our side, keeping us safe, keeping us focused, and keeping us filled with joy. And so, until we meet again, in your name, we promise and make that statement as ever, that everything we do is in love, truth, and light. Amen. And so it is that time of the evening. Thank you. Pete's fixed his StreamYard connection, so he's coming up as Pete rather than Facebook user now. Well done, mate. Well done. Because when I saw your comment earlier, I had to go online on my phone and see, right, whose is that comment? Whose is that comment? Whose is that comment? Of course, now he's seen that he's a Facebook user. He's been in and clicked the button and sorted it all out. So we can see it's him. So good evening and hello, good evening and welcome to everyone at home, because it's time for us to have a raffle and then have a tea and coffee. But of course, from all of us here to all of you out there, after 3, 1, 2, 3, good night and God bless you all. You can say good evening if you want, but we're going to go and have a cuppa. God bless everyone. Bye.